Okay, so hey guys, so today I wanted to do a requested video from a subscriber again. Her name is Ello, I believe. Again, if I'm saying it wrong, please tell me. But today I really wanted to I'm really excited to do this video. So she requested me to do my top favorite Holy Grail eyeshadows, and I was probably thinking about doing a type of video like this eventually, maybe counting down like my top 10 favorite ColourPop eyeshadows or something like that. But now I can just put it all into one video. So now I basically spoiled what my favorite eyeshadows are. But I did a really simple eye makeup look today because I wasn't actually planning on doing my makeup today, but well, I mean, I was, but not until later to go out. I wasn't planning on slapping on eyeshadow right now. I was going to go to the gym, but then I got up way too late to go because actually Orange is the New Black came out last night. So your girl was up till like 3 a.m. wanting to see it. Just want to fix my lips super quickly. I know that I shouldn't be doing this on camera. But I can tell the corners are not what I want them to be right now. I'm wearing MAC's Pillow Talk today. This is one of my favorite lipsticks, like, ever. It's so pretty. Alright, I can tell that that's already better. So anyway, let's jump into the video. So, I previously already said, basically my all-time favorite eyeshadows for the lid and for any type of eyeshadow formula are ColourPop eyeshadows, and I'm going to share with you my favorite ones. So I picked up 5 that are my top favorites. I can't really fit them all in my hand right now. But I'm going to talk about my top 2 first. You guys know, I pretty much have said this like a million times what my favorite eyeshadow is of all time. This is my favorite one, and I'm not just saying this because she's my favorite YouTuber. I truly love this eyeshadow so much. As you can tell, I've hit pan on it. And I'm talking about ColourPop's Super Shock Shadow in the shade Caffeine Lights. This is my favorite eyeshadow ever. I think it's so gorgeous on the eyes. I actually had just recently ordered a backup in my video, in my ColourPop haul, like a few weeks ago. I just can't live without this eyeshadow. It is, look how gorgeous it is. It just looks like liquid bronze on your eyes, and it's just so super buttery and so pigmented when you dip your finger in. Look how it's just friggin' phenomenally gorgeous. And look at that. I can't get over how beautiful it is. I just think she did such a phenomenal job on this eyeshadow, and it just ended up becoming my favorite eyeshadow ever. I just love it. And the reason why I love ColourPop eyeshadows so much is because you can apply them and you don't have to worry about them moving on your eyes for the entire day. They don't go anywhere. They're probably even better. They're even better than Makeup Geek's foiled eyeshadows, and I use my foiled eyeshadows more often. Sorry, my boyfriend. But I need to use them more. I mean, I use this a lot. I mean, I'm trying to actually use this up this year. As you can see, I've done a pretty good job. But I wear this so much. I love it. I'm trying to wear it like constantly. And then my other favorite eyeshadow is Ibiza, and this one is pearlized, and so is this one. Basically, these are all pearlized finishes because the pearlized ones are so beautiful. But I'm so sad about this one because they did discontinue this like last month, and it makes me so upset because I actually didn't pick it up when it was being discontinued, and I was so stupid because I should have just ordered it and gotten it when it was being discontinued, because this is my favorite turquoise eyeshadow ever. It is so gorgeous. Like, just let me swatch it for you. It's so pigmented. Look at that. It's so beautiful. This one is older. It's like a year older. But look at that. Look how pretty it is. It's so gorgeous. Like, I'm so upset that I didn't get my hands on a backup. But I'm going to try and make this last as long as I can. But this is my favorite eyeshadow for the summertime. It's just so pigmented and so beautiful. I love that one. Then the next one is ColourPop's Game Face. And this one is a ultra metallic. They're ultra metallic shades. They are not playing when they say ultra metallic. They are so gorgeous. So that's what it looks like right there. It is similar. Ooh, it looks like I got smashed up a little bit. It is similar to Kathleen Light's, but it's much deeper. Sorry, my friend called me. I'm supposed to meet him later. But anyway, sorry about that. So this is what Game Face looks like. It's like this really pretty bronzy liquid penny kind of color. And the difference between the two is that Kathleen Lights has a lot more like gold in it. And Game Face is a lot more bronzy. But these are like basically my top three. Game Face is so beautiful. I just don't wear it as often as the other two, but I freaking love it. Sorry, my friend called me again. Anyway, this is my other favorite one, and this one is called Sequin, and this one is a metallic finish. It's so pretty. This is like one of my favorites. I love this one. It's like a really beautiful rose gold kind of color. And if I love any other kind of eyeshadow, it's like a rose gold type of color. I feel like I'm going to have to repurchase this one soon, though, because I feel like this one's more dried out than the other ones. That's what it looks like right here. It's so pretty. I love it. Basically, I love all the ones that Kathleen Lights loves, but I'm telling you, the metallic shades is what you need. I don't care if you only buy drugstore. You need to at least try at least a couple of these eyeshadows. And then the other one I really love is called Get Lucky, and this one is an ultra metallic. This is so gorgeous too. Like, look how metallic that is. Like, they're just amazing. I absolutely love them. So that one is Get Lucky right there. So these are basically my top 5. I also love Dare as well, but I really wanted to just narrow it down to a top 5. I've been using this one for a long time as well. And the only reason why this one is smashed is because I actually received it smashed when I ordered it like a year ago. And I probably should get rid of some of these because you're only supposed to use them for a year, but they're so beautiful that I don't want to part with them, and they're only $5 to repurchase. But yeah, these are my favorite ones. So yeah, those are my favorite ColourPop shadows. And then you guys know basically I'm going to get into my Holy Grail crease colors now. And I would have to say my Holy Grail crease colors are going to be Makeup Geek shadows, and you already know basically what I'm going to say, because I love Makeup Geek shadows so much. I basically have said how much I love them, and I do like I'm going to be posting a full breakdown of what are in my Z palettes and tell you what every single eyeshadow is. But my Holy Grail crease color is Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee. As you can see, I've used it a ton. I'm wearing it in my crease today. It's just amazing, and I love it. And it's just like the perfect warm tone crease shade. And it's so pigmented, and it's so easy to blend out, and they're so soft and buttery. So that's what it looks like right there. I just really love it because it's warm toned, and I feel like it just brightens up your eye for any type of natural look, and you can use it for anything. Basically, I use it for anything, and it works with every single look, and I love it so much. And then my other favorite too, like for the crease, to like warm up the crease a lot, is Makeup Geek's Frappe. This one's a lot more of a warmer tone nude. And that's what it looks like right there. It has a little bit more red in it too. But it's so pretty. I put it in my crease today because like I said, I wasn't really planning on wearing any eyeshadow, but then I just threw these on. And I always know they're going to look great because they're just so beautiful and blendable. So that one is Frappe. And then the other one I really love, if I want to make it more cool toned, I'll use this color, and this one is called Latte. They're just so pretty. And this one is a lot more cool toned than the other two. But it really works to, you know, make it a little bit less warm tone. And I wear this with Creme Brulee all the time. Basically, those are my 3 go-tos because I wear them all the time. Like, all the time. If I don't know what makeup look to do, I'll just throw these eyeshadows on, and I always know they look amazing. So they're basically my go-tos. And then my favorite one for the fall time is Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear. This is so gorgeous. Like, it's such a unique color because it has red, but it also has orange in it, and it has brown. It's just so freaking beautiful. I used the crap out of this last fall and I barely have used any of it, it looks like, but I use this all the time. I was about to say all the time. All the time. Let's say all the time. And I actually just used this like a couple of weeks ago for another look. I mean, basically it's like a year-round color, but it's like the perfect fall color. And the reason why I'm mentioning some favorite fall colors is because this type of eye look is like my favorite eyeshadow look to do of like all time. I love fall eye looks. They're like my favorite eye looks to do. I can't get enough of it because I love fall lips, like deep reds and like Salem from Lime Crime. I love wearing those in the fall time. And I had just gotten into those last fall and I'm just in love that this was my go-to eyeshadow. I love it so much. And then my other favorite one is Bitten. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. This one is more deeper than Cocoa Bear. And it's more red. But it's so pretty. It's so super pretty. So that one is Bitten. It might have swatched a little bit streaky because I have a little bit of Color Pop eyeshadows on my fingers still. So this one is so gorgeous as well. I wore the crap out of this as well last fall. It is just so beautiful on. So those are my favorites for the crease. And then my favorites for my favorite brow bone highlight, this is basically like my all-time favorite, is Makeup Geek's Vanilla Bean. I love this. This is like my go-to for my brow bone. It doesn't even add that much to your brow bone, but it just works for my fair skin. I wear it so much. It just adds a little bit of highlight to your brow bone and it looks so good. It's like, it's not super pigmented, but it's not that light either, and I always brush it on my brow bone. I'm wearing it today and I just freaking love it. I'm actually trying to hit pan on this one too. I'm pretty close. Let's get a good swatch of that. But I've definitely like made a huge dent on the inside. I'm hoping to hit pan on it really soon. But that's what it looks like right there. And it's very light, so you're probably not going to see it on my skin tone, but it's just so beautiful for fair skin tones. I love it. And then my other favorite is MAC's Blanc Type. I am going to be mentioning a MAC shadow, but I got this because of Stephanie Nicole. This eyeshadow is so bomb. This one is more pigmented than Vanilla Bean, and it's more white. That's what it looks like right there. And it's so beautiful on the brow bone. I love that one. And then I'm just going to get into a couple of lid shades. The first one is Makeup Geek's Shimma Shimma. I'm actually wearing this one on my lid today. This one is so beautiful on the eyes. It's just like the perfect type of like lid color to use when you don't know what to use. And I'm really close to hitting pan on this one as well. I'm hoping I'll hit pan soon because I can feel like the center of the pan like right now. That's what it looks like right here. It's so pretty. It's not as reflective as like the foiled shadows are, but this one is like just as buttery as the other eyeshadow I'm going to show you. It's just so beautiful, and it just always works with like anything you want to put on, and it's just the perfect like taupey kind of metallic color that most people go for. It's just so pretty, and that's what it looks like right there. And then the other one that I love is Makeup Geek's Rapunzel. I was going through a phase where this is like all that I would wear on my lid or on my inner corners. Like if I wasn't wearing it on my lid, I would wear it on my inner corners. It's so beautiful. It's like a really gorgeous light gold color. So pretty, and it's super buttery as well. See, look how pigmented those are. It's like no joke. And that's what it looks like right here. These ones are more very like pearlized type of finishes. And they have like a reflect to them, but they're more like soft. It's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Huh. Please don't drop it. God. But I definitely feel like I'm really close to hitting pan on Vanilla Bean, Shimma Shimma, and Rapunzel. So that is definitely a lot of progress because I'm hoping to film a 6-month update on my pan hitting eyeshadows. That was like the most retarded way to say that, but it's so beautiful. And then my other favorite one in here is All That Glitters from MAC. I can't believe how much I fell in love with this eyeshadow when I first got it. I didn't think it was going to be anything special, and then Kathleen Lights raved about this eyeshadow in her favorite MAC shadows, and basically this was like in her top 3. And I was like, oh, it's not going to be that amazing. This is freaking amazing. It's like so perfect. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's so pigmented, and it looks so gorgeous on the lid. So that's what it looks like right there. So pretty. It is just so gorgeous on the lid. It's very soft. It's not like as pigmented as the other ones, but it's like super pigmented on the eyes. I love it. And I'm not going to say soft brown. I like soft brown, but I prefer creme brulee over soft brown from MAC. I feel like there was one more eyeshadow. Oh, yeah. And then, oh, no, not this one. This one. One of my go-to inner corner highlight lately, and this is probably my holy grail, but I'm going to be getting into inner corner highlights in like a second, but this one is, I'm so in love with this eyeshadow, you don't even know. It is so gorgeous on the inner corners, and this one is MAC's Nylon. I cannot believe how long it took me to get this eyeshadow because it's so freaking amazingly gorgeous. Like, look at that. It's so beautiful. I feel like I scraped another eyeshadow on it. That's not good. Let's get that off of there. And that's what it looks like right there. It's like a frost. It just looks like a frost on your inner corners. And I've just been using it like crazy on my inner corners. It is so beautiful. It adds such life to the inner corner. And then the last one I'm going to mention in here is Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie. I like this as a transition shade, but I prefer another one that I'm going to mention in a minute as my favorite transition shade. I used this for a little while as my transition shade, and I didn't love it as much as the other one. But I really love this for like warmer toned eye looks because you guys know how much I love warm toned eyes. And that's what it looks like right there. It's just a very warm peach color. And it's really pretty for the summertime as well. So those are my favorites. And also an honorable mention goes to Mirage. This one is beautiful as well. I haven't been using it as long, but look how pigmented that is. I probably could have just threw that on the lid and been good today, but I wanted to throw on one that I've been using for like a long time. So it's really, really pretty. You probably can't even see it, honestly, because my skin is so light, but it is really gorgeous, and I did do a finger swatch. So that is it for this palette, and now we're going to go into, let's just mention my favorite transition shade ever. So it's coming out of the Makeup Geek Manny MUA palette, but the reason why is because, get rid of some of these on her, is because I just ran out of the pan like last month, and since I have it in this palette, I didn't see the point of going to repurchase the single pan again, so I just use it out of here. And obviously I'm talking about Makeup Geek's Peaches and Cream. This is my all-time favorite transition shade ever. I basically never use anything else unless there's a really good transition shade in like my Too Faced palettes, and I'll use those, or like out of my Tarte Lip palette and stuff like that. But this is my favorite. It's just so perfect for fair skin. And it's not as orange as Peach Smoothie, so that's why I really like it, because it's just very neutral. It just looks like sand, basically. And you're probably not even going to see it again, but it really is, and it's very warm toned as well, which I love. I really cannot swatch this right now because it's really not going to show up, but it really is a great transition shade for me. It's one of my all-time favorites. And then another one that I really love in here is Makeup Geek's Luna. This is one of my all-time favorite foiled eyeshadows. This is so beautiful. He did such an amazing job on this one, and I use this one the most out of this palette. And that's what it looks like right there. So gorgeous. I know I'm doing really shitty swatches, but it is so beautiful on the eyes. It's like a rosy gold type of Makeup Geek foiled shadow, and I've been wanting them to release a rosy gold for like so long, and this one is so perfect. So that's one of my favorites too, and Sora is really gorgeous as well. That one's really gorgeous for the crease as well. So I love this because it's Makeup Geek, but also because it has Peaches and Cream in here. But Luna is one of my all-time favorite eyeshadows as well. He did such a bomb job on this palette. And now let's get into just a couple of my favorite Holy Grail foiled eyeshadows. The first one is no surprise, and it's Makeup Geek's Starry Eyed, and that one is this one right here. This is my all-time favorite Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow. It's just amazing. It's just so perfect for any look. I love it. It's also my all-time favorite inner corner highlight. I love it. It's so pigmented and beautiful and gorgeous, and it's amazing. Do I have anywhere to swatch anything? And that's what it looks like right here. Look at that. Do you see that reflection? It's amazing. I love this so much. I should have worn that on my lid already. And then my other favorite is Makeup Geek's Whimsical. I use this so much. I use this like twice a week at least when I'm doing colorful looks because I love putting this one on my inner corner. But this one is such a gorgeous frosty type of pink color. It's super pretty and I love it. Let's not swatch it over another eyeshadow. But I am running out of room. Is this one right up here? Do you see how reflective they are? They just reflect like crazy. These are both Whimsical, but I was swatching it over another eyeshadow. Excuse me. And it's just like such a frosty color, and it looks so intense on the inner corners. That's why I love these. They're so great for the inner corners because they are so super intense. And then my other favorite one is Makeup Geek's Magic Act, and this one is such a gorgeous gold color. And that's what it looks like right there. They might look a little bit smashed up because I did drop this once and I did smash Starry Eyed, so I actually just replaced that one with this one because this is the older pan. But I'm going to get rid of it now because it's basically done and I want to just start using the new one. But I did smash that one when I was hitting pan on it. So it's not like I haven't touched this one yet to use it. But I really wanted to show the new one because the other one is like basically gone. So I'm going to start using this one. But I hit pan on it and then I had dropped it, the Z palette on the floor. I was so upset because the one eyeshadow that was completely destroyed was Starry Eyed. And I was like, are you serious? It couldn't be any of the other ones. But, I mean, it would have sucked if it was any of them anyway. So this one is Magic Act up here. And it's this really gorgeous gold color. I love that one. And then this one is called In the Spotlight. And this one is one of, like, everybody's favorite ones. But it's, look how gorgeous that is. It's so reflective. And this one's more of, like, a peachy color. I'm trying to hit pan on a lot of these as well. And that's what it looks like right here. See that? It's so gorgeous. It's more of like a peachy tone color. These kind of transform too on your eyes and it kind of like looks a little bit different. Sometimes it doesn't come off as peach. And then my other favorite, actually this one's more of like my favorite one. This one is Flamethrower. It's so beautiful. It's like this really gorgeous like ambery kind of color. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I have to use this soon. Look at that. It's like this gorgeous bronzy kind of orangey color. It's so pretty. And then my other favorite colorful one is Makeup Geek's Pegasus. It's so gorgeous. It's like this really gorgeous turquoise color. And I use this one a lot as well. This is one of my go-tos. And I really love how they kind of have like two different colors in each one. See how beautiful that is? It's like turquoise and like silvery. It's so pretty. And then my other favorite one, I don't use this one as much as I would like to, but it's so bomb. And this one is Fortune Teller. Oh my god. It's just so intense. And it's so gorgeous on the eyes. I just used this last week. It looks so awesome on the eyelids. And that's what it looks like right there. It's like gorgeous, like intense gold kind of color. And then I would mention the dual chrome ones, but the foiled eyeshadows are more Holy Grail for me than the dual chromes, but I do use the dual chromes a lot as well, but I don't want to concentrate on Makeup Geek anymore. I want to move on. But, I mean, they're not like Holy Grail for me, but I use them a lot. But actually, oh wait, no. Actually, one of them is Holy Grail for me, and that one is Typhoon. This one is amazing. This one is so gorgeous on the eyes. And it's like a goldy kind. I actually feel like this is more like, it looks more like a foiled eyeshadow. It's so bomb. It is so bomb. That's what it looks like right there. Look at that. It's very similar to Jester, but Jester has a little bit more gold in it. That's what it looks like. It's so pretty. I love that one. And then I also love High Wire, which is this gorgeous silver, and Daydreamer and Fantasy. Those are awesome ones as well. But yeah, we're not going to concentrate on these anymore. Now let's move on to my favorite palettes, and then we'll be done. So my Holy Grail palette is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. You guys know Too Faced is my favorite brand of all time. But I don't know what it is about this palette that makes me just love it so much, because it's a cool tone palette. And you guys know I'm a very warm toned eyeshadow girl, but for some reason this is like one of my favorite palettes ever. And the reason why is because I feel like it looks good every single time you wear it, and I just really love how it looks on the eyes. I'm not going to go too much into detail because I basically do the same look all the time, but my favorite color in this palette is Silk Teddy, and that one is right here. I am trying to hit pan on that shade, but it takes so long to hit pan on Too Faced eyeshadows. But hopefully I will hit pan at some point. But that's what it looks like right there. It's this really gorgeous, like, frosty pink kind of color, similar to Whimsical. And then Nudie and Cashmere Bunny are really great colors as well, which are the two matte shades. I really have, like, Glitter City on my... That's what they look like right there. That one's Nudie, and that one is Cashmere Bunny. They're really great in the crease. So I don't really have to go too much into this one. I've mentioned this one like 10 gajillion times, but this is my favorite palette. I mean, and then my Holy Grail Chocolate Bar palette is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. I love this palette because of the warm tones in it. Again, I'm a warm tone girl. That's what I prefer. But I just feel like warm tones really look great on fair skinned girls to like really open up their eyes. But this is my favorite palette. I love it so much. I prefer this over the original Chocolate Bar because I love the tones in here. My favorite color is Peanut Butter. But I also use this all the time in the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. But it's just so beautiful. It's like this gorgeous orangey type of shade. I really can't swatch to save my life now because now I have to start using my left hand. But it's just such a perfect shade. And that's the whole reason why they created the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. And then my other two favorites are Caramel and Bonbon. And that's what they look like. Caramel's a really gorgeous gold type of color, and then Bonbon's a really pretty, like, bronzy orangey shade. It's so pretty. And then Mousse is a great one as well. I use this one a lot. And that's a really great matte shade. And that's what it looks like up there. Oh my god, I'm like so tired. I just want to watch Orange is the New Black, so I'm trying to get through this. But this is a really great shade as well. So I definitely highly recommend the Semi-Sweet. I know not everyone loves this one. I know a lot of people love the original Chocolate Bar. I love that one, but this one I love more. But I do really love the Chocolate Bar as well. The Bonbons is actually my least favorite, but this one is my favorite one. And I highly recommend any Too Faced palette, but these are definitely my top two favorites. And then I have to mention the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I love this, but I love the other ones a little bit more. But this is so bomb. I really do love this palette a lot. But I haven't been using it as much. I mean, I do use the crap out of this. I have used it quite a bit to say this is one of my favorite palettes. But I have to mention this one shade. I literally love it so much. I use it like basically every time I use this palette, and that color is called Luscious. I just can't get enough of this on my lid, and I actually used this as a highlighter because that's how much I loved it when I first got it. And I never do that with eyeshadow. I just think it's so beautiful. Like, look how reflective that is. Like, can you, I mean, I think it's amazing. This is one of my all-time favorite Too Faced shadows. Just look at that. It's so gorgeous. So I love this palette. I think it's amazing. And I think Nectar is a really beautiful shade as well. It's a really gorgeous orangey tone. And that's what it looks like right there. I think they're just so pretty. I really do love this. And then Puree and Summer Yum are such great matte colors. So pigmented. I really like them. I think they're so perfect. This is such a perfect summer palette that I've been using it so much for the summertime. And then we're just going to mention a couple more palettes. I'm going to mention my Holy Grail colorful palette. I think I've said this before. And if you want to get something that you are going to use basically for any colorful eye look, get the Urban Decay Electric palette. This is my favorite colorful palette of all time. It's freaking amazingly bomb. It's just so great for colorful looks. They're so pigmented and so beautiful. The only thing is that I did drop this, so it's a little bit smashed, but I love this. I've used the crap out of this palette. I love it. I love this palette. My favorite shade is Gonzo, and that's that gorgeous turquoise shade. Look at that. Look how intense that is. Like, it's fucking crazy. That's Gonzo. Gorgeous. And then I also really love Chaos. So pretty. I use these so much. You have no idea. That's Chaos right there. And then Revolt is one of my favorites too. It's that really gorgeous silver shade. Probably like my Holy Grail silver shade. And then my other favorite is Savage, which is a really great pink. It is a little bit dry, but that happens with pink shades. But do you see how intense these colors are? This is like the best investment you can make for a colorful palette. It's freaking bomb. I use the crap out of this. I probably use this more than some of my other neutral palettes because I love it that much. I mean, I've been using mostly my Makeup Geek shadows for colorful looks lately, but I bust this out a lot. I love it. And then another shade I wanted to mention for the eyes from MAC for the lid is Amber Lights from this palette. Is the eyeshadow 15 pan warm neutral palette from MAC. I fell in love with this one after Kathleen Lights said that this was her favorite shade of all time, and that's where she gets her YouTube name from. I cannot talk right now. Let's just wipe these off. And that's what it looks like. It's such a gorgeous shade. It's so gorgeous on the lid. And it's, again, those, like, warmer tone type of, like, yellowy colors that she loves. I think that's why she made Kathleen Lights from ColourPop. But it's such a bomb eyeshadow. And then the other one that I wanted to mention is Jaclyn Hill's favorite MAC shadow, which is a bomb eyeshadow as well. I can't believe I didn't talk about this one before. Let's not put this over the speaker. And that one is MAC's Copper Ring, which is right here. And it's such a gorgeous, intense orangey shade. And it's right there. I just love these type of shades. I'm such a sucker for them. If they don't look like much swatched because I'm not doing them justice, just put them on your lid or like just buy it. Like, they're amazing. I wouldn't recommend something that I wouldn't love. And then another eyeshadow palette that I think is so freaking bomb. And I'm mentioning these for the formula because these are like my top favorite formulas for eyeshadows, is the Lime Crime Venus palette. This palette is so freaking buttery and pigmented. I love this palette. This is one of my all-time favorite palettes as well. I use this a lot, and it's so pigmented. It's insane. My favorite color is Aura, which is right here. It's very similar to Makeup Geek's Rapunzel, and that's what it looks like right there. It's so beautiful. And then Muse is a great color. Like, look at that. Look how pigmented they are. And that's that right there. And then Creation is a beautiful color. Like, no joke, these are so super pigmented. I absolutely love this palette. I use it so much, and I think you should probably check out Lime Crime because they're amazing. And yeah, that is it. And I know people don't like Lime Crime, but they make very high-end quality products, and I love their stuff. And that is it. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at CBW819, and my Twitter is PokerFace819, and my Snapchat is PokerFace819. Now I'm going to take my makeup off and relax for a little bit because I'm going to be meeting my friend around 7:30 and I want to at least watch an episode or two of Orange is the New Black. So that's it. Bye.